Hey guys, this is Carrie, and in this video we're doing the answer key for homework number 6. So I'm going to skip the front. I know this video is coming late, so you're going to have to figure out that part on your own. And just focus on problems 4, 5, and 6 because I've heard from a couple of students that those are the hardest. So for problem 4, we got to completely factor this expression. So thinking about my factoring methods, I might try GCF first. Because 6 and 11 share no common factors, GCF is out. You might try sum and products, but with sum and product, you're required to have something of the format x squared plus like 5x plus 6, something without a coefficient here. Because we have this 6, sum and product is out. For problem 3, for possibility 3, we have difference of 2 squares. In 3 terms, difference of 2 squares is out. For choice 4, we've got grouping. It can't be grouping because grouping requires 4 terms. So it has to be our final method. It's whack. And it's whack. It's kind of actually whack. Like when the student first said that, I really believe they meant it's whack because it's actually the hardest method. So I like to avoid this one whenever possible. But in this case, it can't be avoided. So the way it's whack works is in step 1, you're going to make it a grouping problem. So you'll set up 4 terms. Step 2 is you're going to fill in the first and last terms. You'll have 6x squared blank blank negative 10. All right, now to fill in the 2 terms in the middle, it's a little trickier. So for step 3, we're going to try to fill in those middle terms. So what those 2 middle terms have to do, and I'm going to underline them in pink, these 2 pink mystery terms, they need to multiply to the same thing as the other terms, and they need to add to the same thing as the original middle term. So this one is actually pretty difficult. You might try a lot of the familiar ones. You might start with the multiplication and say, well, okay, to get negative 60x squared, maybe I do negative 6 and 10. But negative 6 plus 10 isn't 11, so these are out. You might try like negative 5 and 12, that's a familiar one. But those add to 7, not 11, so these are also out. And so you might have exhausted all of the common multiples or dividers of 60 that you could think of. And so one thing you can do is you can actually try in order. So maybe you would do something like, okay, well, I tried negative 5 and negative 6. Maybe I'll go negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, and I'll see if these work. So negative 1 times 60 gives me negative 60. But that adds to 59, so that's not 11. That's out. Negative 2 and 30 multiply to negative 60. But those add to 28, so that's not 11, so that's out. Negative 3 and 20, those add to 17, not 11. Negative 4, what times negative 4 is 60? So you can actually test on your calculator. Maybe 4 doesn't even divide it, so you could try 60 divided by 4. That gives you 15. So you have negative 4 times 15, that's 60. And negative 4 plus 15, that's 11. So it looks like our 2 numbers are negative 4 and 15. So we have negative 4x, 15x, negative 4x, 15x. You plug in these pink numbers in either order. Doesn't matter which one comes first, it still works. And you factor it now by grouping using step 4. So with grouping, these will give you 2x, that gives you 3x minus 2. GCF here is 5, that gives you 3x minus 2. We're in good shape because the 3x minus 2 is in common, so you get 3x minus 2 times 2x plus 5. All right, so I think at the start of this video I said we were going